An extraterrestrial tech is seen flying across the galaxy. It destroys a moon which diverts its course to Earth. It lands on Earth and an archaeologist finds it in the temple of the Egyptians. He takes it away and it makes him a superhero named Blue Beetle. The movie starts with a female named Victoria. She is seen with her trusted soldier named Conrad. They have found the extraterrestrial object and they name it SUSCRIBE. Victoria is the head of a tech company and she is trying to use the SUSCRIBE to create weapons for the military. A guy called Jamie has completed schooling abroad and he comes back home. His family meet him at the airport and they welcome him. His uncle named Rudy comes with a car and he picks them up. They get home and Jamie is seen eating tacos. Milagro, who is his sister, tells him that they are behind on rent and are losing the house. She also says that the family automobile shop is been taken away by a company named Cord. In the evening, Jamie has a bonding conversation with his sister. He is disappointed in himself that he can't do anything to help with the house. It is further known that Jamie's father has a high risk of heart attack. Jamie and Milagro are seen at a part-time job. Jamie scraps the gum off the chairs but Milagro just replaces them instead. The niece of the previous owner of company is named Jenny. She complains about her Aunt Victoria creating weapons that was banned from the company. Victoria counters by saying that Jenny's father left and went missing, leaving the job to her. Milagro goes to the V.I.P. washroom and Jamie becomes her lookout. Jamie overhears Victoria forcing Jenny outside. He goes and defends Jenny. Milagro comes out and Victoria fires them. Jenny meets Jamie outside and gives him her card. She asks him to call and that she may have a job for him. He goes to get a job the following day and is seen at the reception. Jenny steals the SUSCRIBE from the lab. Sanchez, the scientist, comes in and sees the SUSCRIBE gone. He calls for a security lockdown. Jamie sees Jenny running and goes to her. She gives him the SUSCRIBE in a box and asks him to take it home. He gets home and his family teases him to take out the item. He takes it out and Milagro and their uncle play with the tech. Jamie gets a hold of the tech and it starts moving. It latches on Jamie's face and starts moving on his body. The family starts screaming and Rudy, the uncle, goes to hell. He is electrocuted and thrown away. Jamie's eyes change appearance and some bug hands come behind him. It moves to the ceiling and Jamie starts to transform, leaving his clothes burnt off. He gets down and the transformation starts covering his face, completing the transformation. A voice in his head starts talking to him. He suddenly flies through the roof of the house. He finds himself in space and starts to fall. He hovers on the sea and flies at super speed. He falls on a car and gets up. A bus almost hits him but a protective shield covers him and cuts the bus in half. He flies again and lands at home. He wakes up and goes to his room. He dresses up and sees the SUSCRIBE attached to his spine. He goes to find Jenny and takes Rudy's car. Rudy screams as he sees his car go away. Jamie sees Jenny hiding behind some cars. Jamie calls her and she gets in. Some people starts shooting the car and Jamie drives away. They get home and Rudy is mad that his car got destroyed. Jamie explains what happened and Jenny asks that they show it to her. Rudy throws an item at Jamie to bring out the SUSCRIBE transformation and the whole family ask him to stop. Jamie shows his back to Jenny and she explains that the SUSCRIBE had chosen Jamie. Jamie requests help to take it out. Jenny says that there is a place that might help but the key is at the company. With the help of Rudy's tech, the security cameras are fried. Jamie and Jenny go inside and steal the key. Conrad, Victoria's best soldier, comes to tell her the situation. Jamie and Jenny meet Conrad. He throws a blow and Jamie unexpectedly catches it. He begins transforming and hits Conrad away. Conrad wakes up and he also transforms, covering his face. The system inside Jamie sees this as a threat and attacks Conrad. Conrad smashes Jamie with the car, so Jamie tells the system to take over. An energy repulsion is activated and Conrad is blown away. The system fights Conrad and hits him on the ground. Conrad is about to be killed and Jamie stops the system. Conrad takes this opportunity and hits Jamie. Rudy uses his tech to hit Conrad and they get away. Jenny takes them to their old house. She takes them to her father's secret lab. It turns out that Jenny's father couldn't access the power of the SUSCRIBE, so he created techs that resemble the power of the SUSCRIBE. Jenny's father was the second Blue Beetle after the very first one. Rudy checks the computer to look for any information and Jamie with Jenny leave. Jamie and Jenny have a heart-to-heart conversation and they are about to kiss. Rudy comes in and they stop. Rudy explains that in order to get the SUSCRIBE out, Jamie would have to die. Jamie gets pissed and goes outside. Rudy comes to speak to him and Jenny also comes. They see Victoria's troops going to Jamie's house. Jamie tries to transform but he can't. He jumps off the building and transforms. Jamie's family are captured. Jamie comes in and takes out the soldiers. They start shooting the family. And Jamie protects them. Jamie shoots sonic beams from his hands and traps the soldiers. The system tells Jamie to create any weapon he imagines. Jamie starts fighting whilst having fun. His father is hit to the ground and this distracts him. His father has a heart attack and dies. Jamie sees this and gets distracted. Conrad shoots a weapon and it takes Jamie down. The system says that the weapon is weakening their connection. Jamie is taken away and Jenny comes. Their house is burnt and the ambulance comes. The doctors confirm the father dead and the family mourns. In the Moronige, the grandmother gathers them and propose that they save Jamie. They take the Beetle plane and choose weapons they previous Blue Beetle made. We see Jamie locked up and is being drained of his power. The family arrive with the Beetle plane. They release some gas which knocks out the soldiers. They go inside and Jenny with Milagro see an army of robots created by Victoria. Jenny sets up bombs which explodes the robots. Jamie is drained into Conrad. He goes unconscious and sees his dad. His dad tells him his time is not up yet and he sees Kejita, who is the system. He jumps to Kejita and links up with it. He awakens and frees himself. Conrad, who now has the power of the Beetle, transforms. Sanchez helps Jamie escape but is killed in the process. Jenny and Milagro are separated due to a collapsed ceiling. Jamie is unable to transform because of his drained power. He is about to be killed when the grandmother shoots the soldiers. He is taken into the plane. His mother gives both Jamie and Kejita some encouragement. Milagro is in trouble as she is surrounded. Jamie comes in and starts beating them up using his weapons and skills. Rudy comes and screams as Conrad was approaching. Jamie is blasted outside. Conrad tears the wings of Jamie and they both fall. Conrad attacks Jamie with a sword and he blocks it. Jamie also creates a sword and attacks Conrad. Conrad manages to survive and starts beating Jamie, tearing his armor bit by bit. Rudy sees this and attacks with coconuts. Conrad blasts. Rudy and Jamie gets angry. Jamie starts beating Conrad up mercilessly and traps Conrad. Jamie is about to kill Conrad when Kejita stops him. Kejita says they aren't killers and unlocks Conrad's lost memories. It turns out that Victoria killed Conrad's parents and used him as an experiment which made him lose his memories. Jenny makes Victoria's helicopter fall whilst she lands safely. Conrad takes Victoria into the fire. He sets himself into a bomb and destroys the place, killing both of them in the process. A funeral is held for Jamie's father and Jenny comes. Jamie and Jenny kiss and the family screams in joy. Jamie flies Jenny to the sky and she screams. The computer at Jenny's father's hideout turns on. Jenny's father, the previous Blue Beetle, speaks through the computer saying that he is alive. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this.